will stay. Let's just see if it stays. Come on, you can start to drive. What's up, guys? Rob Sambles here. Another video again. I thought I'd get back straight to it. So my last video was about my photography accessories and which gear I always carry with me whichever events I go to. And in that video, one of the things I said was that I also have a load of stuff I keep in the boot of my car. I thought I'd show you that now. We're in the car. I'm not actually driving the car, but we're in the car. We've got a load of stuff in the boot as always, and I'm going to show you what stuff I always keep in the boot. I always take to every event that I shoot, just in case. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the videos. Really appreciate it. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down the bottom. Loads more videos like this coming your way soon. If you're already subscribing, don't forget to hit that little notification. That's the bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll get a message every time I've got a new video up. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, guys. It means a lot to me and it helps me out more than you probably realise. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow my social media channels on my Twitter, on my Instagram. You know what would make a good thumbnail for this video? I could get into the boot right now. Okay guys, so welcome to the boot of my car. We're going to have a look at some of the photography accessories that I keep in the boot of my car here. Now, this is stuff that will pretty much always stay in the boot of the car. I keep it in there in case. Most of it's backup stuff, so a lot of the things that I use like in my events will be in my main bags and cases. This stuff stays in the boot like all the time, so that whenever I go to an event I've got it there if I need it, and I use it all really on and off as we go. So let's have a look at what we got. So the first thing which I have in here, which I keep in here all the time, are my stools. I've got two different stools, two fold-out stools. One of which is here. This is my larger stool. In fact, we're going to use this stool right here for the video. This is one of my football stools. I have two different height stools. I've got this one, which is a slightly higher one, and then this one, which is a slightly smaller stool. The reason I have two is because different venues that I shoot at will have different heights of barriers and things like that. Sometimes you'll be sat in front of the crowd and there's a demand that you have to be a bit lower. That's when this one comes in. Sometimes you might be behind a barrier and then you have to be a bit higher. That's where this one comes in. I always keep the two different heights of stool. I've been caught out before where I only had my short stool and I couldn't see over the barrier and I had to like crouch and kneel for the entire game. Really uncomfortable. So one of the first and most important accessories I've got in the boot of this car, my two stools which stay in here all the time. Okay guys, so the second thing I have in here, still on the topic of seating, is a backup, and I say a backup fold out chair. Now I have one of these already. You guys have seen this probably in my previous videos. I use this for basketball. This is the fold out seat back so I can sit on the floor and it doesn't strain my back. I've got a main one which I use, a better one than this. This is actually my old one, but I keep this as a backup. Before now, these have ripped, and to have the backup one right there in the boot of the car is really handy, so I always have this. You notice there's a lot of stuff to make me more comfortable when I'm seating here in the back of the car. It's an important thing. What else have we got next? So again, in the theme of spare stuff, I have a backup monopod. It is carbon fibre this, so it's a decent monopod, but it's nothing like as good as my main monopod, which you guys saw in the other video, the accessories video just the other day. This is very much a backup one. It's light, it's a bit more flimsy, so I wouldn't use this as a first choice. But worst case scenario, maybe my monopod breaks, I get to a venue and I've forgotten it, I've got a backup and I'm covered just in case. Backup monopod, really important. Okay, what else have we got? A hat. I always keep the spare hat in here, guys. So the hat really is more for the rain or for the sun, any kind of extreme sun, rain. I want to keep the rain off my face. I always have the hat in there as a backup. I'm not really fussed about hats. I'm not the most hat fashionable guy in the world, so any old hat I throw it on, it would do the job for me. It's my hat. High-vis vests. So I've got a spare high-vis vest. Now I have a fancy high-vis vest which has got like the pockets and my little slot for the ID and the zip front. But look, if you forget that, you're in trouble. Maybe you've got a colleague who's forgotten theirs, you want to help them out. I always keep a spare high-vis vest in the boot of the car. Really handy. I went to France and Belgium just recently, you guys saw in my video. It's the law to have one of these in the back of your car in case you break down in France and Belgium. Genius. Had this in there already. I was good to go. High-vis vest. In fact, I have two high-vis vests. I've got one that's not even out of the pack. What else have we got? So, really valuable accessory in here now. I don't actually use this that often, but it's a really, really cool one. It's a fold-out trolley. It's a really small fold-out trolley. This is genius. In a second, I'll move the camera back so you guys can see this a bit better. The reason I have this, some venues that I go to, and you guys might have seen in a previous video, sometimes I'll shoot things like air shows or car shows where there's loads of grass and rough terrain. And anyone who has a pelly case out there with the tiny wheels, you try and wheel that on one of those surfaces, forget about it. With this, I can load all my gear onto this trolley, the nice big wheels, nice and easy, it will go straight across the grass real smooth. In fact, we'll move the camera out right now and I'll show you the trolley a bit better. Okay guys, so the actual stool itself, really handy stool, real simple. Like I said, it's real small, it's light, it's not too heavy, folds out real simple. It's got this big bungee cord on the front which I'll use just to like help hold the stuff onto the stool really. But that just comes out, real simple. Folds out, wheels on the back. I can load all my stuff on there, nice and easy. Goes across grass, gravel, whatever needed to go across, guys. That's the stool. Okay guys, that's the trolley. Cool, really good accessory. Another couple of bits here actually go with the trolley, a couple of bungee cords. Sometimes if I put like my case and my bag and everything on the trolley, I just hold it all on with the bungee cords. So I've got those two different size ones, a tiny bungee cord in there as well, but I've got those in there too. What else we got? Big umbrella. Don't necessarily use this for actually when I'm shooting, but sometimes like when you're waiting around to get to or from a venue, something like that, really handy. So big umbrella, got that right there. Now I've got some, oh, there's a good one. Spare lock. Now, I have this lock for two different things. One, I will use this to lock my gear in the back of the car. So when I travel from a venue, a lot of you guys in your cars might have, you won't be able to see it here because it's under here, but I have like a metal ring under here, which is attached to the car chassis itself. And what I do with my pelly case is I attach the pelly case to the actual ring in the car, just as a deterrent. If I had to go to like a petrol station, something like that, and I have to jump out the car, I know my gear's secured. I will also use this to secure the gear, maybe in like a media room, something like that. I'll just lock it to a table. Look, someone with bolt cutters or something like that, forget about it, they'll be straight through here. But it's a deterrent, it's better than nothing, so I have that there, just in case. Everything else in here, guys, isn't really photography related. You can probably see it from here. I've got a child seat. My boy's too big for this, so he doesn't actually use that anymore. I've got a tow rope, I've got a first aid kit. There's not really photography related stuff, but it's there as well. I have a couple of other bits I'll chuck in here sometimes. Rainproof jacket's a big one. Look, it's beginning of September right now, so I've not used that for months, but when we get to like end of September, there'll be a rain jacket going here, and that'll stay in there right the way through until, God, knowing the UK, probably like August next year, because I'll be using it all the time. Okay guys, so that's all the useful photography accessories that I will always keep with me in the boot of my car. All the kind of stuff that's better to have, better safe than sorry. I always want it there. I keep it there literally all the time, guys. I didn't kind of set this up. I didn't like put it all in there to show you. It was already in the boot of my car, and it will stay in there when I go and do my events over the next couple of weeks, and I've got it all just in case. I hope you found it interesting. I'm sure you guys do something similar. Comment and let me know what useful photography accessory do you always keep in the boot of your car that I can add to my boot. What don't I have that you've got and you think is a good idea? Tell me. I'll add it to my boot as well, so I've got it just in case. Guys, thanks so much for watching. See you soon.